Okay, now that we knocked Steve out and he's laying on the ground, what do we do now?
The next exercise that we're going to do are V-ups with the kettlebell. Okay. So this is going to work mostly his core, but he's also going to work his shoulders, and he's going to feel a little pull in his hamstrings as well. Okay, as Steve comes up, he's bringing his upper body and his lower body at the same time, simultaneously, to meet each other. He's keeping his arms nice and straight, squeezing his abdominal muscles. Good, Steve. It's difficult to pause in the middle, but if you can do it, great. If this is too hard and you want to make it a bit easier for you, you can drop the kettlebell and just go ahead and just use your hands to reach. Good. And release. Good. Make sure you're breathing, Steve. Inhale and exhale. Good. And release. Perfect.
Now, I do want to say that Steve made that look really easy, but that, like, I've done a little bit of work with kettlebells. That's hard. So if you can graduate yourself to that type of movement and have that type of form, I mean, you're really going to get great results. You're going to get the definition all throughout that core. And a term I think you hear a lot now is functional strength, not just strength that you're going to look good at the gym lifting weights, but the strength that you're going to be able to have when you're moving your kids around or taking bags out of the car or just playing sports on the weekend. So it's a great job, Steve. All right, fantastic. Okay. The next exercise we're going to do is called a
kettlebell swing.
Okay. Now, kettlebell swing might be a little tough to describe, so Steve's going to show us. And what's the best way to get started?
The best way to get started at kettlebell swing is kind of think of it as a squat at first. You're going to come down into the position. Good. Bring the kettlebell through. You're going to thrust with your hips and not your lower back, keeping your arms nice and straight. Relaxed arms, relaxed grip. You're going to swing the kettlebell up to about the height of your shoulders. Swing through and down. It's going to become a fluid motion. You're going to keep your body weight in the back of your heels. Feel it in your glutes. Use your glutes and also your hips to thrust the kettlebell up. Steve has a nice, soft, relaxed grip, allowing the kettlebell to flow back and forth. Good, Steve.
Now, what's he working in this exercise?
Pretty much total body. He's definitely working his legs. That is your number one. And he's definitely working his shoulders and a little bit of his core as well. Keep that core nice and tight. Every exercise you do, you want to keep the abs nice and tight. Engage. Breathe in and out.
Okay, well, I do want to thank Beth, and I want to thank Steve for demonstrating on everything that was fun about kettlebells. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We're going to probably do a little montage after this. It's going to be a combination of a lot of crazy things you can do with a kettlebell. So, Beth, do the people that you train, do you find that they get the results they want when they're using kettlebells?
Absolutely, and kettlebells can be used from any range, male, female, any age. They're just a break from the normal, traditional routine of dumbbells and barbells. It's just new, exciting, different, fun.
Okay, well, fantastic. So, there is one thing I would want to add is that if you're starting off really any training regimen, but especially kettlebells, is why don't you find somebody that knows what they're doing? Why don't you call up Beth or call up Steve and then find a way to have a trainer that's going to get you the best results possible, because they are fun and they are great, but you want to get the best results you can, and the sporting club at the Bellevue will definitely do that. So guys, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, be fit.